Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever else it may be where you are. Welcome to Verbling. Hello, everyone. I am Teacher Oakley. For the next hour, we're going to talk about using quantifiers to describe nouns. Basically, in English, you may realize by now, if you've been studying English for a while, we like to count everything, and that's why you need to have an article for any uncountable noun, a, an, or the. We love to count things. So any countable noun gets an article, or we add numbers, of course. So although we consider articles to be in another part of language, they're articles. Really, they are kinds of quantifiers as well. Also, of course, obviously, numbers are quantifiers. Quantifier means to quantify something is to count it, to know how much or how many of something there is. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be looking at different quantifiers we use. We'll practice it. Maybe later we'll play a little game if we have time. All right. We've got a few students in here, so let me start my howdies and mic checks. Want to say hello and make sure that your microphone is working and you're all good to go. Hello, Keiko. Good morning, or good evening, rather.
Hello, teacher.
Hey.
Here is good morning.
Good morning. Oh, because it's really early in the morning.
No, sorry. Here is good evening.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Hi. Yeah, here it's 10 in the morning. Keiko, are you looking forward to the football match later? The Brazil. When
Can
is
you
that?
repeat?
I was wondering if you're looking forward to the football game with Brazil. When is the football game with Brazil?
Brazil will play tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I thought. Okay.
Against Chile.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I think it will be a hard game. For Brazil.
Yes. Okay. All right. It'll be a hard game. It will be a tough match.
Yeah.
Like that.
Tough match. But we are confident that Brazil will do well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Okay. United States has to play Belgium, so I'm confident that United States needs a miracle. So, we can hope for a miracle. Sure, why not?
There are miracles.
They happen,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me say hello to some other folks here. Hello, Alberto. How are you?
Hi, Oakley. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little frazzled, to tell you the truth. I woke up and an old friend of mine was standing outside my door. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, so we had to do a really hurried sort of catching up. But I'm good. Nice to have you in the class. Good morning, Vu. Hello, Vu.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you? I'm good, thanks. Hello to Suna. Welcome to the class.
Hi, Oakley.
Hi, Suna. Nice to have you with us. Good morning, Jose. Oh, hi, Jose. Nice to see you.
Hi, teacher. Friday at last, and I'm going to go to dance, but my friend told me that she need time for makeup, change shoes, so I think that I can take 2 or 3 classes while, right?
While she puts on makeup and changes her shoes. Yeah, 2 or 3
Yes.
hours. That seems about right. Sure. All right. Very good. Excellent. Nice to have you here. Okay. Um, thank the young lady for me for allowing you the time to join the class. Yeah. Good. Good morning. Good evening. Whatever. Hi, Gregory. Good morning. I think it's
Hello.
early morning. Hi,
Good
Gregory.
morning. Yeah, it's morning. Good morning. Nice to see you again. How are you?
Likewise. I'm doing okay, actually. Thank you. Good morning to. Let's see. What's the name? Is it Francisco? No.
It's yes, I'm from Francisca, but in the country, the people tell me the surname Francis.
Francis?
Yeah,
Okay. All right, Francis. Where are you from?
Nicaragua, Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the class. I can, Francis. Just so you know, I can hear you. I can hear you okay, but the quality of the sound is a little. It's a little. I have a little bit of a hard time understanding you, and not because of your
Oh,
English, because of the audio quality. If there's anything you can
oh,
do, you know.
oh, but I did configuration, but I don't know what happened. Maybe tomorrow I will go to another microphone.
Okay, so for today, just talk a little slower so my brain can. It's not
Okay.
you, it's the microphone, it's the audio sound, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. No worries. Hello. I also want to greet. Is it Fatin? Fatin?
Yes, Fatin.
Fatin? Okay. Fatin. Where are you from, Fatin?
I am from Canada.
Canada. Okay.
Yes.
Great. And are you a native Canadian, or did you
No,
immigrate?
I am a new immigrant.
New immigrant. Where are you from
Yes.
originally?
I am originally from Jordan.
From Jordan. Oh, nice. Okay, very good. Welcome to the class.
Thank
Fatin.
you.
Where are you living in Canada?
In Vancouver, British Columbia.
Oh, nice. Everyone in the class be jealous of Fatin. It's a very beautiful city, a very beautiful area. Everyone, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm jealous. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nice place. I'm envious. Okay. And hello to Hey. I can't see your whole name, but it starts with Hey. Hey.
Haydar, hey.
Hey. What's your name again?
Haydar.
Hyder. Oh, hi. Hyder. Oh, okay.
How are you, teacher?
We've met before. I couldn't see your whole name. I'm doing okay, actually. Thanks. I'm doing all right. I have a few classes today, and then I'm bugging out. I'm leaving town for a couple days.
Oh,
Going to the beach.
I have a question for you. Why is your class is so full? So many people in your class. I was curious. Lately, I was trying to get in your class before, but I can't because it's always full.
Well, to tell you the truth, it depends on the time, really. When you guys, for you, when it's like, I don't know, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning your time, I'm probably having classes with 3 or 4 or 5 people. So it depends. Yeah, it really depends on what time of the day it is. But yeah, it's great to have a full class though. Okay, let's get to our subject matter at hand. Quantifiers. Quantifiers are types of words that count things. To quantify something is a regular kind of verb. If I want to quantify something, it means I want to count it, or I want to know how much of something there is. Okay, so obviously, clearly, duh, numbers are quantifiers. 1 coffee cup. Oh, I have quantified how many coffee cups I have on my desk. Great. Clearly, numbers are quantifiers, but we have other ways of quantifying things. Now, that seems simple. We can use words like some or a lot of or a few. These are examples. However, it gets tricky because we have to think about quantifiers and what quantifier to use with countable and uncountable nouns. Nouns are person, place, or thing, an object, a person, a place. Or sometimes more abstract nouns, words like freedom, fun, knowledge. Okay, now here's the tricky part. Some nouns are countable. I can count 3 pencils, 3 coffee cups. 3 coffee cups. Cups are countable, but coffee, which is a liquid, I can't count the molecules of coffee. The word coffee is a noun, but it's uncountable. All right,
Teacher,
so yes.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Why money or bill is uncountable?
Isn't that crazy, Jose?
Yes, it's
Yes.
great because it's the best thing for count, right?
Yeah, I would love to count money all day long, Jose, but
Yes.
unfortunately I can't do it. The word money is uncountable, as Jose has pointed out. Now, of course, the word, dollars or pesos or whatever the denomination, whatever the derivation, whatever the type of money is, I can count dollars, $16. Or I can count bills. I have 20 $1 bills. Okay, for example.
Hi, I'm David. Welcome
Coins
to
are countable. But the word money is uncountable. So sometimes, that's an excellent point. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes it really makes no sense at all. For example, I have 3 suitcases, but I cannot say I have 3 luggages. Luggage, also baggage. These 2 words are uncountable, even though I'm referring to the same thing. The cases I put my clothes and belongings in when I travel. Suitcase, baggage, luggage. All these words are synonymous. They mean exactly the same thing, but English is a mess, And suitcases are countable, but baggage and luggage are uncountable. So, as a result, I have to consider that when I'm using a quantifier. Now, quantifiers can be used with countable or uncountable, but here's the thing. Some quantifiers can be used with either countable or uncountable nouns.
Mhm.
Other quantifiers can only be used with countable nouns, and a third group can only be used with uncountable nouns. So that's what we're kind of looking at today. Okay. Here's some examples of quantifiers that can be used with both. All right. Some, for example, there are some books on the desk. A few. He's got only a few dollars. There you go, Jose. He's got only a few cats. All right. Cats are countable, so it doesn't matter. All right. Okay. How much money have you got? Money. A few dollars is countable. Wait. A few. Wait a minute. Can I use a? Oh, these are examples of just quantifiers. These are not quantifiers that can be used with both. I'm sorry, my mistake. I can't say he's got only a few money. My mistake. These are just general examples of quantifiers. I got ahead of myself in the lesson. Sorry about that. Some can be used with both. I've got some money. There are some books on the desk. All right, here's an example, a quantifier that can be used with either. A few, however, has to be used with countable. How much money have you got? Keiko, the quantifier much, can I use it with countable, uncountable, or both? What do you think?
In this case, in this sentence is with the uncountable
Do you think
money.
that's right? You're correct.
With countable, I would use how many?
Precisely.
How many dollars do you have?
Exactly. So much is used with uncountable nouns. That's quite right. Okay, next example. There is a large quantity of fish in this river. Okay, now quantifier does not have to be one word. It can be a phrase. We can use, here's a, four-word phrase. There is a large quantity of fish. Okay, is this, Alberto, is this countable or uncountable noun? And can I use the quantifier with countable, uncountable, or both? A large quantity.
But this is uncountable.
Fish?
Oh, no. No, it's countable.
Alberto, I want to go fishing with you. How many fish did you catch? It's uncountable. We can't even.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. No. Do you know what a fish story is, Alberto?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay, this is a just side information.
Yes.
If I tell you a fish story.
Okay.
Do you know what that means?
Yes. About fish?
Well, no. It's kind of idiomatic. It could be about fish, but it doesn't have to be. It's an idiom. It's an expression. If I'm telling you a fish story, it means that I'm exaggerating everything in the story, like a fisherman does. We caught a fish. We caught 100 fish, and they were all, 150 kilos and 200 centimeters long. Okay. They get bigger and bigger. So that's a fish story. That's why I was joking with you. I want to go fishing with you because you seem to think that fish are uncountable, and that's great.
This is uncountable.
All right. So actually, fish are countable. We caught 3 fish today.
Yes, but on the river is uncountable.
Yeah. Rivers are countable. There are 3 rivers in my town. No. In this case, it's countable. A large quantity of fish. You could say a large quantity of cats. Okay. Here it's countable. Here fish is countable. Can I use... So we know we can use a large quantity of with countable nouns. Can I use it with an uncountable, Alberto? What do you think?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, earlier I said coffee is uncountable. A large quantity of coffee. Can I say I had a large quantity of coffee this morning? Actually?
Yes.
I think I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
you can. Yes.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think I can. All right. So this can be used with both.
Okay.
All right.
Meat.
Sorry? Meat. A large quantity of meat.
Uncountable.
Meat is uncountable, right?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy eating a large quantity of meat every day? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good for you. It's good for your bones. All right. The expression big fish, Jose is asking, is it also used for exaggeration? Not really. totally different meaning, different connotation. If I say he's a big fish at the company, it means that he's really important. He has power.
Mm. I wondering because I am thinking in the movie Big Fish. Do you see this movie, teacher? And it's about
Yeah.
exaggeration, and I think that maybe using for exaggeration Big Fish, but not really, right?
Not really. I don't really know. I don't think I saw that movie, to be honest. So I can't tell you how they mean it in relation to that movie. But just using it in regular English, a big fish is somebody with a lot of power and control. And likewise, oh, I'm just a little fish. A common expression is he's a big fish in a small pond, all right? Which maybe means, for example, he's the boss of a very small company, or he's the mayor of a town with 2,000 people. He's a big fish in a small pond. It's a common expression. Yes, Keiko?
Is there in English the opposite, small fish?
Yeah, sure. You can refer to people as small fish. All right. The police want to stop a drug-selling cartel or ring. Oh, don't worry about arresting them. They're just small fish. They're just the street peddlers. We don't care about the small fish. We want the big fish. We want the boss of the operation. Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. No problem. Okay, last example here. He's got more friends than his sister. Vu, can I say I have more? Vu, can I say I have more coffee than you do? Is that okay? Can I use it with?
I think yes.
uncountable?
Okay. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. We can use more with countable or uncountable. All right, let's look at specifically at quantifiers with uncountable nouns. All right, and I'm going to have you guys practice, see if you can make a sentence with these. Remember, they go with uncountable nouns specifically, not both. Suna, can you make a sentence with much and a noun, obviously?
Much.
Oh, be careful with the chi, much. Remember to end. Don't add a vowel sound after the ch.
Much.
Come on, Suna, we don't have much time. Oops. Just kidding, Suna.
I have much money.
You have much money. Do you, Suna? Really?
No.
That's good to know. Okay.
Lend me a little.
Okay, there you go. Lend me a little money. There you go. Very good. Correct. Next on the list. Oh, okay, Suna. Yes, technically speaking, he has much money. But for some reason, in speaking, we don't normally use this construction. It's very common to use the negative with much and an uncountable. I don't have much milk in the refrigerator. I don't have much time. We don't have much money. I have much money is a little strange. Instead, we'd probably use one of these other forms. I have a great deal of money. I have a large amount of money. I have a huge amount of money. Of course, we can change these describing adjectives, obviously. Okay, so while technically you're correct, that is not a very, we don't commonly use much in the positive with uncountable nouns. We generally choose to use an alternate quantifier. Technically speaking, correct though. Jose, a little, or very little. Little.
I need a little. Can you mix with bit? I need a little bit water.
I need a little bit of water.
Yes. Or
up here. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yes. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you can. I need a little bit of water. I need a little bit of time to finish
Mm-hmm.
my homework. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One note. I'm gonna skip forward with a little. Please note, a little or very little means there's not enough of something. I have very little time, for example. I can talk to you I can give you 2 minutes. I have very little time. I have a meeting. Okay, so we use that to express, it's a quantifier, but it's expressing that there's just not enough of that thing. Again, uncountable thing. Um, I have very little gasoline. I don't think I will make it to the next town. All right, just not enough. A little or a little bit, like Jose used, means there is not a lot of something, but there's enough. Okay, I have a little bit of time. I can talk to you for a few minutes. Enough time to talk to you for a few minutes. All right, so slightly different. We use these just a little bit differently, little or a little. All right, so please note that. Okay, where are we? A bit of Hyder. Can you try making a sentence with a bit of quantifiers? No, sorry.
I really can't think.
Okay, do you need a bit of time?
Yeah.
Okay. I keep using time as an example. Time is one of those weird words. Hyder, let's talk about time. Is time countable or uncountable?
I think time is uncountable.
You're right, but if you had said that time is countable, you would also be right.
How is that?
How is that? Because English is just so insane. Um, if you think about it, Hyder, if you're ever trying to determine is a noun countable or uncountable, the first thing I do in my little brain, I say to myself, I try to form a phrase with a number. For example, I've told you 3 times not to do that. 3 times. Okay, if you're talking about 3 individual periods, 3 X's, instead of a continuous line, thinking of time as a continuous line, if you think about it as 3 incidences, 3 X's, stop, start, like that. Start, stop. Okay, then time can be countable. But you're right. Time can be uncountable. I need a little bit of time to think about this, right? But I've been to Spain 2 times. All right, individual incidences. So that's another tricky thing you're going to have to keep in mind. There are definitely nouns which can be either countable or uncountable, depending on how you're using them. Okay. Hyder, I've picked on you enough. Gregory, can you make a sentence with a great deal of?
A great deal of being a student of verbling.
Well, students are countable. I have 9 students today. So, no, I can't use this with students, verbling students. Actually, because students, a great deal of verbling students. No, I would change that. I would say there's a great number of verbling students. So you have to think of what's an uncountable noun? Can you think of one?
A great deal of having money from bank.
Of money. Okay. You're going to take out a great deal of money from the bank. All right. Be careful on your way home. All right. As you guys are thinking about uncountable nouns, let me give you more to think about. Uncountable nouns can often include liquids. Any liquid. Your favorite liquid, whatever it is, whiskey, wine, or beer. Water.
Wine.
Very good. Water, juice, all liquids are uncountable. Also, things that come in a powdered form or are very, very, very tiny, okay? Like flour, sugar, salt, sand, or things that are really, really tiny. Sometimes it's weird. Again, it's English. Peas, the little green things, those are countable. All right, there were 3 peas in the spoon. But corn, which is the same size as a pea, actually, the little pieces of corn is uncountable. I have to say 3 kernels of corn. So I'm counting the word kernels. So sometimes it makes very little sense at all. 2 things the same size, one is countable, one is not countable. Now, those are physical things. Also, gases, anything that's oxygen. I just breathed 3 oxygens. That makes no sense at all, obviously. As well, material. The window is made of glass. I can't say the window is made of 3 glasses. Obviously not. That doesn't make sense. So things that you consider material, those are uncountable. Now, those are all physical, uncountable nouns. Also, consider this. We have abstract, countable nouns, like fun. I had 3 funs at the party. No, that does not work. Advice. He gave me 3 advices. This is a very common mistake word, by the way. Advice is uncountable. You have to say pieces of advice. Jose points out patience. I have very little patience for this kind of behavior. All right? For example, it's uncountable. I have 3 patiences. Other words, if permission. How can you count permission? Either you have permission or you don't. I'm allowed to go to the movies or I'm not. So how do you count it? There's no way to count it. I have 3 permissions. That is impossible. Permission, there are words that are like pregnant. Either you are or you're not. You can't be kind of pregnant. I have partial permission. That makes no sense. All right. Okay, so there's a lot of other abstract words that are uncountable, but you have to be careful. Knowledge is another one. But you have to be very careful because some of them are countable or uncountable depending on how you use them. Freedom and freedoms. They have many freedoms in their country. Sometimes freedom can be uncountable. There's not much freedom in their country. It's uncountable. They have been granted many freedoms. It's countable. So you have to be very careful, especially with these more abstract nouns. Okay, let's pick it up. Where were we? Okay, Francis. Hi, Francis.
Hi.
Can you make a sentence with a large amount of...
Well, I try to do an example, but I never heard about how to apply the phrase in the case. But I imagine that a lot of amounts of can be, for example, it's to be. I want to buy a lot of amounts of lamb.
I want to buy a large amount of lamb? Say lamb. Like bah, lamb?
Land, farmer,
Yeah.
is extensive area,
Oh, land.
land, yes,
Oh,
land.
gotcha. Well, actually, either answer would be correct. I want to buy a large amount of lamb. That's great. You're gonna put on a party and have roast lamb. Delicious. All right. Or you want to buy a large amount of land to start a farm. Actually, both of those are correct. Very good. Both of those are actually uncountable nouns. Lamb is one of those tricky words. It can be countable or uncountable. Are you referring to the meat? Okay, the actual flesh, like beef or pork, lamb. Then those words are all uncountable. But lamb also refers to the actual animal. And of course, animals can be counted. 1 cow, 3 pigs, 4 ducks, 5 lamb. Okay, bye, Hyder. Okay, so good job, actually, Francis. You got it. Fatin, your turn. Can you make a sentence and with the quantifier a large quantity of?
Information.
Can you make a sentence with the phrase a large quantity of?
I find a large quantity of information in that website.
Okay. I found, probably past tense, not necessarily. I found a large quantity of information. Yes. You cannot have informations. I found out 3 informations. Uncountable. Very good. Good job. You are correct. Now, we have a whole list of with both that can be used with either. Let's briefly look at, let's skip that, come back to that. Let's look at countable nouns. Kiko, can you make a sentence with many?
Many.
Now, countable nouns, things you can count.
Countable nouns. There were many people on the square.
Excellent. Very good. And remember words like women, men, people, children. These are plural nouns, so we use those with countable noun quantifiers. Thank you, Keiko. Very good. Alberto, a few, very few.
I have a few bananas on the fridge.
You have a few bananas in the fridge. You keep bananas in the fridge?
Sometimes.
Really?
According to the weather.
Doesn't that make them all yuck? All right. All right. This isn't a food advice class. All right. So we'll skip that information. But okay, bananas are definitely countable. Side note here. Few or very few. Much like little means there's not enough. Few or very few means that there's not enough of something. I have very few bananas in my fridge. Okay, that would indicate that there's not enough of something. Okay, let's see. What can you have not enough of? I have a very few minutes to talk to you. All right. Minutes are countable. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, obviously. I have just a few minutes to talk to you, meaning not enough. All right. I have a few minutes. We can talk. All right. It implies or infers that there's enough of something. Okay, of something countable. And the same thing happens with little or uncountable. Francis?
What? Yes, I'm here.
I thought you had a question.
Yeah. Remember us?
Did you have a question? No.
No.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I thought you had a question for me. Okay, Vu, can you make a sentence with a number of?
There are a number of books in my bag.
There's a number of books in your
Books?
bed?
Yes.
In your bed?
Yes, okay, teacher. Yeah. And on the desk.
On the desk. Okay. I thought you said in your bed, and I was, not that I'm going to comment about your personal life, but that's okay. You want to sleep with books. We won't think any worse of you. That's okay. All right, Vu. Yes, of course, a number of books is perfectly okay. Jose Luis, are you back from wherever you went to?
Yeah, yes, I'm here, teacher. Teacher, actions could be countables, for example, hug or kisses.
Well, a hug is a noun. A kiss is a noun. He gave she gave me. I'm sorry, she gave me a kiss.
Yes, but for example, I could say I need several hugs because I am sad.
Yes, you could say that, but you're using you're still using the noun form of the verb. You're using a word that can be a noun or a verb, right? Your main verb there is I need. Need is your verb.
Yes, you're right.
Hugs is your object noun.
It's a noun, yes. Oh, yes, I understand. Yes, thank you, teacher.
Okay, but you can save that information for your date later. You can tell her you need several hugs and several kisses.
Yes.
We don't need to know that. Okay.
I wait a lot, so I need.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Best of luck, Jose Luis. Absolutely. Okay, but good question. Thank you. And you do have to be aware of that. So that actually is a very good point. There are words which can function as a noun or a verb. Okay. Francis, back to you. A large number of...
I suppose I can have phrase. I have a large number of shoes in my clothes, in my closet.
You have a large number of shoes? Do you? Yeah. Okay. You and my wife. All right. All right. What is up with that anyway? Why does every woman need a large number of shoes? Why is that?
Okay. Because we have several, many dresses, many events.
Right. They need a large number of shoes because they need a large number of dresses. And right. And of course, that means, they need a large number of handbags to match the shoes, and so on and so on. Okay, great. Very good. And those things are definitely countable. Just ask my credit card. Okay. Yeah. All right. Very good. Thank you, Francis. Good job. Fatin, can you... All right, a great number is pretty much the same thing. Let's skip that and... Ooh, I'm going to give you a harder one. Fatin, can you make a sentence with the phrase a majority of?
There is a majority of people waiting outside.
Okay. Obviously, we have a majority. Can we use minority? There's a majority of people. All right, waiting outside is a little odd, but a majority of people is a very normal phrase. A majority of people have at least 3 pairs of shoes, for example. Okay. How many is in a majority, Fatin?
I think it should be too much.
Well, okay, wait a minute. Out of 100 people, if there's 100 people, how many make up a majority?
More than 90.
Really? Anybody else? Does anybody else have another answer?
Half plus 1, 51 or more.
That's it. 51 would be a majority. That's enough.
51.
Sure. So, like in elections, many times you will see one candidate in an election gets 51% of the vote. Okay, it's not a landslide victory. It's not a huge victory, but it's a majority nonetheless. It's more. All right.
And how do say the 49 people? Is the
Yep.
Leslie?
I was just going there. Minority.
Ah, yes, minority. Yes, sorry, teacher.
So there's no reason we can't use. We can use a majority of people, a minority of people. A minority of dogs are colored purple.
I
Yeah.
teacher,
Purple, yes.
Yeah. Yes, Keiko?
I thought that the article was the
The majority.
majority of the minority of is not correct.
No. It could be correct. Well, oh, that's a very good question. It totally depends on sentence structure and, more importantly, context. Okay, if for example, in any writing, okay, you're writing something, the first time you introduce a noun, it's more common to use a or an because you're speaking in general, right? I saw a cat outside. The cat was black. You have the same kind of thing here, Keiko. All right. If you're introducing an idea, if you're writing or you're speaking, you're giving a speech, a majority of people vote Republican. The majority that votes Republican are religious. So do you see what I'm doing? I use a or an when I first introduce it, and then the afterwards. Talking in general to begin with.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So it can be either. Depends where it is in the speaking or in the paragraph.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, we looked at. Okay. We've looked at with uncountable, with countable. Now we have a large group that can be with either. Doesn't really matter. I can have all the money in the world. Right. Okay, I can have. He has all the milk. All right. We can use these with either. Let's quickly demonstrate that by trying to make some sentences. Actually, Keiko, it's your turn. Can you make a sentence using all as a quantifier? Keiko? Can you make one with actually?
Teacher knows all of the students.
Oh, all of the students. Oh, okay.
No, it's not a good example.
I thought you were just going to say teacher knows all.
Teacher knows all. All the matter. All the
teacher has all knowledge.
All of English.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's still not true. Okay.
I am thinking.
Okay. Better yet, we can challenge ourselves, see if we can make a sentence with two sentences, one with an uncountable and one with a countable noun. What do you think? All cats have tails. All sand is dirty.
They ate all meat that was cooked.
Okay. Okay. Now notice as we keep fumbling around trying to use all. We keep, especially when we're running into the uncountable. We're going to be saying meat. Now with uncountables, all right. I can never say a or an, a meat, or well, obviously not an, but I can use the with uncountables, and it's going to be very common using all, especially as an object noun.
Could it be all of the people, all of the books?
Sure. Yes, it most certainly can be. That's also a very common structure. All right. Yeah. We use the with an uncountable because we're talking about the we use is the definite or definitive article. We're talking about something which we know has been defined. Maybe we can even physically see. So the students ate all the meat. All right. We're assuming here that the okay, that this is defined, and it's very common to have the. You can't really say the students ate all meat. That doesn't work. It has to be sort of a defined thing. Okay. Alberto, do you want to try enough? Can you make a sentence with an uncountable and a countable with an enough?
I don't have enough time.
Yeah.
To work.
All right. Okay, with negative, obviously it's very common to use the negative. Not enough. Yep, that's great. Okay, that's uncountable. Can you make another sentence with a countable noun?
What?
You know, anything you can count. Pencils, cats.
Yes.
Spoons.
I have enough. Enough.
I know what you have enough.
I have enough glasses on the table.
Okay, you have enough glasses on the table, and you have enough bananas in your refrigerator.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Comparatives: more, most, or less, least. Okay. Vu. And these can be used with either countable or uncountable.
There are much more people in my class than last year.
Can you say that again, please?
There are much more people in my class than last year.
No. People are countable. So you would have to say there are many more people in my class.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there are many more people. Yes. Yep. You would have to use many with more. Now, it's a very good point, though. It's very common to use much or many with these comparative or superlative structures. All right, so many more or much more, many less or much less. I have much less money than Vu. Okay.
About uncountable, I eat more meat than last month.
Okay, I eat more meat than last month. You would probably commonly have, just to help yourself out, a time word or a time phrase, so that it's easy to understand your comparison is in time. I eat more meat now than a month ago. All right, just to make it clearer for the listener. Surprisingly, oddly, no or none is also considered to be a quantifier. Zero is a quantifier. All right. Yeah, but it's a quantifier you can use with the either. Jose, can you demonstrate a sentence with more or most, of course, is obviously added, and less or least is less. Okay. So, Jose, can you make a sentence with using no or none as a quantifier?
I don't have none beer for Mexican match.
Okay, well, no, wait a minute.
Soccer match.
I don't have none. I don't have no. Okay, thank you for that good example of a double negative. This is called a double negative. Whoops. I don't have no. If you don't have no, okay, that means double negative you do have. Okay, so if you don't have no bets, that means you do have a bet.
I don't have. Yes. Yes, no bets.
Okay, so I don't have no bets. That means you actually have a bet. That's called a double negative. Please try to avoid this completely. Don't use double negatives. It's very confusing.
It's
I
very
have no
confusing.
bets. Yes, it is. I don't have.
If you have two negatives in one sentences, change or becoming positive.
That's right.
You say it?
Yes, that's right. It does become positive, but anyway, in any case, it is a grammatical no-no. Grammatically, it's incorrect anyway to begin with, so it's wrong English. But also, the meaning would turn it into a positive. Yeah, that's right.
Teacher.
I don't have no money. That means I must have some money. Yes? Question?
Teacher.
Okay,
None is the same of no one.
No one. No one?
None people.
No.
No one
Has participated in.
No. You would simply actually none gets used kind of like a pronoun. Do we have any sugar? There is none. Actually, it's an adjective. In that case, no, it is not like no one. Not at
no
all.
one is for persons, right, teacher?
No one is for people.
Reference.
That's right.
People, yes.
So no one. No one knows. I can't say none know. I can. Well, yeah, I can. No one knows. Wow, that's a totally different kettle of fish there. Yeah, I can say none knows, but that's a totally poetic expression. None know, referring. Who knows? None know. It can refer to no one. Yeah, you're right. None know how difficult it is to climb Mount Everest. It can, but you know what? I don't know. I'm going to have to research that. I'm not sure if that's grammatically correct. It is sort of a dramatic, poetic, formal. This is the only place I've seen it, not in normal conversation. I'm not sure if it's actually grammatically correct, to be honest.
I am thinking an example like this. Do you want someone of these fruits? Then I answer no. I want none of them.
I want none of them. That's why I say it's used like a pronoun. Do you have any ideas? I have none.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, I'm referring to the ideas. So obviously, in these cases, it does not mean no one. That makes no sense at all. It's used like a pronoun is used. Actually, it's an interesting word. Unfortunately, we have no time to get into that because I'm already overtime in the class. Okay, maybe I can devote an entire hour class to the word none. What is the class today? None. But very seriously, I will think about that. I'm not absolutely 100% sure about that. Do a little research. Maybe look for an upcoming class soon. But I have to go. My time is up. I have to give way to other fine teachers here at Verbling. But thank you, everyone, very much. Thanks for your participation. I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
teacher.
Thank you.
Guys,
Bye.
have a
Goodbye,
great night or
teacher.
day.
Bye,
Thank you for
everyone.
your time.